Sprint qualifying is a wrap and our world champion Lando Norris has taken pole, but how did qualifying go? Well, we kicked off in Q1 with a yellow flag brought out by Lance Stroll after a heavy lockup. We don't know if this was mechanical or not, but shortly after that he was in the pits and out of the car before the session ended, so possibly that was mechanical. It could have just been driver error, we don't know though. The session ended though, and McLaren won 2, so McLaren is setting the standard for our qualifying session. Once again though, it was the 2 Aston Martins and the 2 Cadillacs leaving us, with Ocon and Lawson out as well. But was Lawson out? Because as we kicked off Q2, Lawson ran from the weighbridge all the way down to the garage and jumped into his car ready to go out. Now, it took until 3 minutes until the end of the session before Behrman and Lindblad went out to track, so it was suspected that they could be under investigation, but it turns out it was actually Alex Albon who was under investigation for track limits, and it was quite tight, but Lawson never made his way out to track and it looks like Albon was fine where he was. During Q2 though, Kimi Antonelli was complaining about the locking of that Mercedes car. It does look like Mercedes have got some issues this weekend, we don't quite know what, but it did feel like a lot more normality in Q2. And making it through to Q3, we had the 2 Red Bulls, the 2 Ferraris, the 2 McLarens and the 2 Mercedes. And it seems like they've reinstated themselves as the top 4. But you cannot count out Alpine, who managed to get both cars into Q3 as well and are having a terrific start to this season. And that leaves us with Q3, where Lando Norris takes pole. It was so close to McLaren front row lockout, but Kimi Antonelli spoiled the papaya party and popped his McLaren right in between Norris, not his McLaren, his Mercedes, right in between Norris and Piastri. Leclerc, after a superb weekend so far, is starting in 4th, followed by Verstappen in 5th, so a great bounce back from Red Bull. I was expecting more from Leclerc, so disappointed to see him sitting in 4th, but let me know what you think of that qualifying session. It felt more like the F1 that we had even just last year. It felt so much more like Formula 1 that qualifying session, and hopefully this is how the rest of the season is going to feel. But yeah, let me know what you think of qualifying down below.